What's going on, guys? So the most common questions that I get on this truck is what size leveling kit do I have and do the 35s rub? So it's a little complicated on a truck like this that has torsion bars because your leveling kit is really going to be whatever size you want it to be. Of course, I start filming and the helicopter's going to fly over. Where's he at? You can come straight over the top. Nope. Follow. Yep, there we go. Like a military one to me. Anyways, it's a little complicated on trucks that have torsion bars because you can have them turned up or turned down. So your factory keys can be turned up pretty high. Yes, your front end will be about to explode just like any other keys if you turn them up. But this truck itself has a 2-inch rough country leveling kit on it. But like I said, that's just the 2-inch keys. You can adjust it lower or higher depending on how far you put the screws in. So you really can't measure it. You're really just gonna have to base it off of what you think is the right height for you. So you can make it go a little raked still, make it perfectly level, or like I have it where it's just a touch higher in the front. You can't really put a measurement on a torsion bar truck. I mean, they make the keys for a certain size, but it just depends on how much you screw those screws in. So with that being said, it's a 2-inch rough country key in there, and I'll show y'all where my bolts are at. So now that we got that out of the way, does it rub? So I'm gonna throw y'all some footage in here, maybe at the end of the video, because I don't want it to be too long before you get the answer. But yes, it's definitely going to rub. So this is the factory offset wheel. It's a replica wheel from a Chevrolet, new body, but it's a 20 by 8.5, I think. It's a positive something offset. This is a 35 1250 20 Nitto mud grappler. No spacers, anything like that. So it's pretty much the same offset as the factory wheel. Obviously the 1250 tire is a lot fatter. We have rubbing on the back and the front. Now I did do a nice clean trim in my opinion. If you didn't know, like if I didn't tell you, I don't think you would even notice that I trimmed it because I did it, I basically went just straight down, so this part's straight, and straight across. So in my opinion, that's about as clean of a cut as you can get. I don't like it when people lop off their fenders. I made that mistake on my LBZ when I had the forces on it, and I just hated it. So I went the much more clean route with this, and black also helps it a ton. But it looks factory. That's like the factory style angle, just a little exaggerated. So yeah, that's how much I trimmed in the front. It does not rub any in the front now. So I trimmed it, it rubbed a little bit, and I had to go back, cut a little bit more. But we're totally good in the front. Now the rear is where it still rubs. So it is only at really full lock that we're rubbing right there. As you can see, it's already wiggled that little push pin or bolt or whatever. Let's look on the other side, see if it's still in there. I don't know if it's a bolt or a push pin, but either way, it's gone. No, it's gone. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, come on, focus. Work with me, camera. Okay, all right, love that, okay. So yes, it definitely does rub right there on the back. Now this is when you're turning really sharp. So I turn really, really sharp just about every single day when I drop my son off at school. They have a really awkward, super tight turn that you have to go through. So I scrub on this thing pretty much every single day because of that, but obviously it's still there. It's not ripped off, nothing weird. So I can confidently say this is totally daily drivable because I do. And trust me, I turn it lock to lock multiple times every single day, and I've got no issues. Now, I don't think anyone's questioning if it rubs in the back, but it doesn't. I'm sure if you do flex it enough, it probably would get up there and touch, but as you can see by mine being clean, I've never done that. Now, take that for what you want. No, I don't really off-road this truck because it's my baby, and you know, I don't need to re-ramping it through the mud hole just to make somebody happy. So, yeah, so that's your answer on does it rub. Yes, it does rub, but it's nothing that isn't just totally normal. I mean, if you've driven a truck with any kind of wides or big tires, you're totally used to something like that. Now, let's look under here. Oh, too far up. So, yeah, there's my bolts. As you can see, I got a ton that I could crank it up if I wanted to. I mean, I could really zip those all the way up. It would make my front end explode. But with that being said, it's totally doable. So this is 2-inch rough country keys, turned down pretty much. I mean, you saw they're way down. So yes, it could be cranked way more, but then it's going to be hitting the, it's already pretty close. You know, screw it. Let's just expose myself. If I can get y'all in here. We're pretty close. There's our bump stops. So pretty close. Yes, you can cut those out, whatever. I know a lot of people do. I haven't decided to do that if I wanted to or not. I cut them out of my 2018, so I shouldn't be scared to do it on this one, right? But yeah, so that's your answer. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'm gonna get some more footage of just driving around and whatnot that if you want to see, you can see. I'll purposely make it scrubbed so you can see what the cases are. Obviously, if you're like, you know, you go through a little ditch or something and you turn it real sharp, it's gonna rub a lot more than if it was on flat ground because it's gonna be flexing, you know, that tire up. So hopefully this answers all the questions. Can't really give you an exact measurement on the leveling kit because it's a torsion bar and it's not like a strut lift where you just have a 2-inch block or something sitting on top, and that's exactly how much it raises it. So it is what you want to raise it. So with that being said, that's her. So anyways, I'm gonna quit rambling. Hope y'all got the point. Now you know. If you want to run 35s on your 99, well, should be, we'll just say to 03 to 07 because this is the same fenders, with a 2-inch or larger leveling kit, totally can. As long as you got standard offset. You go poking them out, you're gonna run into a lot more issues. So yeah, if you want to see those kind of issues, be sure to subscribe. I'll make a video with the red truck and show y'all how bad it rubs being lowered on 12 wides. But with that being said, hopefully you enjoyed. I'm out of here.